because the next topic involves Chronixx. He's on the album that was just released. Roc Nation put out a compilation, Reprise the Roc Nation compilation, or something to that degree, but it's Reprise. That's the name of it. We can find it. This is from Roc Nation, and they have about 11 tracks or 12 tracks.
Right.
We have one artist on this that's from the reggae genre. Mr. Chronixx is on the album with a record called Another Youth. And I think the bigger thing here, and it's something we've discussed before, relationships, communication, building, understanding the business side of it. And we've said it before, but we're saying it again today. We notice a lot of us we're getting some looks. Agree or disagree? And I want to hear your guys' opinion. Last week we spoke about the FIFA 21. We had some representation there. We have Coffee doing some branding outside of music. We have Popcorn continuously working with overseas artists. And we have another Popcorn record to talk about later today, right? We see Charlie Blacks all the time reaching out to the Latin community. I think, what's his name? Maluma?
Yeah, Maluma.
Maluma is back in Jamaica, I think, again. This is the second time. So obviously there's a good relationship between him and Charlie. So we need to keep building those relationships. But Randy, how you feel about Chronixx on the Reprise before we go into the single and review it as well?
Yeah, so my feelings, all right. So before me even just people said the single, a deep single. Deep.
Yeah.
But we can talk about that later. All right, with Chronixx now, I can tell you that this single and the album, right, Reprise this compilation is a breath of fresh air, and it stemmed from things leading up to this. Because I'm not gonna lie, I like that the relationship that Chronixx has garnered in the industry outside of reggae and dancehall music in a small island of Jamaica has led him to this point. Like for instance, him have relationships with notable people like for instance, him always come on the Jimmy Fallon show.
Yes.
And if people don't know it, Jimmy Fallon is maybe fun is not the right word, but he's a consumer of reggae music. I'm really into
a big supporter, yeah.
Right, and you can see this by the fact that the relationship, it seems that him and Chronixx have a solid relationship. Apart from that, I noticed that Chronixx have various other relationships. Like one of them in particular is an artist, her name, huge artist, Alicia Keys, right?
Yes.
And you know,
Swiss Beats.
Yeah, exactly. And from Alicia Keys, you know, her husband, Swiss Beats and all of that. And then this come full circle now into the collab with Roc Nation, right?
Who else is that Roc Nation?
Who else? Tell me, Shane.
From the genre.
I will have people, a few Bojo, but they have I think a couple more. You have Jonah Gang, where do things with them. You know.
I think that's pretty much that's it.
Yeah. But at any
rate, would you have anything to do with it? Would be nice if they really. I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I wouldn't be surprised. But look, the bridges that these artists are building right now, it's pushing the genre in the right direction.
It's slow, but it's not immediate. But I just want everyone to see that the attitude we had in the past, where we kind of like stand up, like, boy, a dancer, we're a dancer, we're over here, so we don't mix up.
And let me say this. And let me say this, people. We come from a very competitive culture.
Correct.
Now we give you a perfect example again. This shows, even though track and field is a sport, a very competitive sport, I can tell you that many of the American track and field athletes always feel some type of way. It's almost like a war between America and Jamaica, the small island of Jamaica, right? Because it feels like Jamaica come for show we up. Jamaica come for do with that. Jamaica come for take our shine, the spotlight that we've built that we should be getting. And honestly, that's the wrong feeling for us, right? And in recent years, what I've liked, we know Usain Bolt him stop run, but outside of that, he built relationships with athletes from other genre, other countries,
Sports. Other sports.
yeah, and other sports. Um, even with Spearman, with whole heap of people, Canadian athletes, you know what I mean? And that is a good thing. That's a big plus. The point to me I try and make here, people, is we can help each other and we should help each other and we shouldn't see each other as threats. You understand? Rather than, I'm not encourage this, but it would seem like we quick off let me use a different word. We quick off put down our own black brother than to put down somebody else of a different race or ethnicity.
We have to cut that out.
Right. And that is slavery mentality, crab in a barrel, that are the exact to me. Now, if we reference some of what Sean Paul did try in that's what he was kind of saying. So, but Chronixx we are talking about another youth that after Reprise compilation from Roc Nation. And yeah, that's my feedback for real. It is a very deep track. And yeah, we're gonna talk about it in a minute. Shane, how you feel about it? About not the track itself, but the fact that Chronixx got included on this compilation.
Yeah, man, that's a big thing for dancehall and reggae. We just need more of those kind of reach outs. You know what I'm saying? Excited about the other collaborations we've been getting. And you're right, as far as the music that's been coming out, the move with Bojo and Roc Nation, the move with Protege Camp, right? And their major record deal, like I believe that those moves are opening a lot of doors for the rest of the culture and the genre.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Shensia Shensia have an endorsement with, I think, with Fenty, Savage Fenty. That's Rihanna's
Is that real?
I believe so.
I believe so.
And I believe she have she's an ambassador for another, them have, it's basically called Pretty Little Thing. I think it's
yeah, I heard about
a clothing thing outside of maybe England or Europe or somewhere there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so she's a model or ambassador for them too.
Yeah, so things like that is huge. You get what I'm saying? So, coming back again, talking about relationships, and relationships is what really, make these things possible. You don't just get picked out of a bag for no reason to appear and projects like this. Right? It comes back to relationships and how you present your craft and the all these things that we keep talking about.
Stick up in Shane, because I'm glad we keep using that same word, relationships and building. Look, these things that we're talking about, it don't just happen out of nowhere. Building relationships is something that you have to actually put some effort in doing. You see, again, I'm a reference back to the Sean Paul DMX thing. That probably could have grown into something bigger than what it turned out to be, even though, Sean Paul still had a successful career, right?
Yeah,
but maybe if that relationship was nurtured and built, maybe it would have turned into something else. Who knows, right? Who knows? That at the exact point. Maybe it would have generated more opportunities for not only Sean Paul, but other artists and acts coming through the gate. Maybe he did a collaboration. Also on the collaboration was Mr. Vegas. Maybe it would have caused something for happen with Mr. Vegas as well. But that's neither here nor there, people. We're speculating. But if you follow my train of thought, you kind of understand what we here at the Reggaecy have been saying, you know. But, you know, let me not, again, take this over in a sense and have whether Shane or Oliver continue along the way.
Just to add, so just like both of you, I think it's a good move, Chronixx being on this album. It shows me that Rap Nation is actually they're always looking into other genres, but they're actually looking at reggae. Will it lead to a record deal? I don't know. I would like to see more than just Buju there. I think Jay-Z is a big figure in the music business, and this would be good for more of our artists to be aligned with that label or management company. Prior to this, I think reggae and dancehall has taken a beating in the last 20 years. We don't get as much international looks, we don't get as much radio play, we don't get as many record deals as we did in the 90s and prior to that. So, in order for us to elevate and exist in this new music business, we have to figure out new ways. And the new ways is we have to build from foundation up. And it might look like slow, and maybe some people look like we're just taking peanuts. But you have to start at that level. Hopefully get to the point where we are owning our own big labels. You see what I'm saying? And that there'll be a reggae artist in America that owns a big label. I believe from what I've read in the past, that was Buju's goal. I think he was trying to set up shop here in Florida before what we know got happened to him. So, you know, I don't think his plan has changed. Well, it has changed to some degree. Yeah. I still think he wants a big label for himself, but obviously not in America. But the difference is you don't have to be in America anymore to be relevant, right? So
that you brought up Oliver, even though it might seem like we are stretch out the thing, but look upon it again like this. You bring that up, not realizing that is also part of the fear. You know, part of the fear is we have our own plans. We have to come and get a little help of something that's foreign, that's American, and then we get whatever we want and spin off and do our own thing, and we may end up becoming bigger than where it all started, and we might not extend on in reverse. That is the fear, if you understand what I'm saying. So for instance, you know, me help a Bojo or me help a this, and him end up did more ambitious than me and have brighter ideas than myself, right? So basically him grab $2 here and take it and turn it into gold. You understand? And what we have seen, people, right, is that too many times this has happened, and the other person or the other black person feel like, yo, that was my intention and indeed before me first. So that kind of leave a bad taste in a people's mouth, because sometimes people that them a try all them life and then somebody else get the opportunity. Me not gonna lie, even though the feeling is a horrible way to go about it, but it's a feeling that exists. You see me? It's almost like I'm gonna see this happen again. I'm gonna talk about woman. Me might see a girl and I like the girl and I say, boy, I'm been a try do everything to get the girl. You see me? But then Oliver Sheen come with minimal effort and get the girl. You see, what that leave now is like me feel some type of way about me dislike Oliver and Sheen, and now me probably I dislike all the girl. I dislike all the girl too. You see the reference I make? That happen all the time in a different way. You know, so you can't wrong people for feeling how them feel. You know, and that's why we say it's important for people to build relationships and have an understanding. You know, But like I said, I talk too much, so Alifa. No, Mr. I talk too much, so you continue. I mean,
no man, everything we have discussed makes sense. Everybody have to, give them one point of view, and some people might have each week is a different person, right?
Yeah.
A topic touch it differently. But I mean, we can segue into the single and discuss how we feel. Shane can go in on the single when we feel about
another youth
from Chronixx.
Yeah, man. So another youth, so like it's a sentimental track in my opinion. Because if you lose somebody, that track will resonate with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just talking about how another youth, just lose them life. Senseless violence and crime, and that's basically more or less the message that Chronixx has been pushing out. Like you better sell the guns. You know what I mean? That mindset. So to me, I'm satisfied that to me that's Chronixx in his element. Based on the storyline, based on the sonics, the vocalizing. To me, a really great sounding track.
Yeah. For me, a track, yeah, and it might see me, I go on and on now. Yo, word for word, line for line, this track is deep. Deep.
Agreed.
It's a deep record. As far as the reality, the reality and the life and experiences of a ghetto youth, maybe coming out of Jamaica or any ghetto.
Wait, who come out of ghetto? The man them say from uptown, Randy.
For me? Well, if you can think about the baddest ghetto uptown, anybody can tell you about that. Which part of the baddest ghetto uptown? There's some
Whitehall.
Whitehall, yo.
Oh wait.
Upper Grand Spin.
Yo, so hold on there. That the Maxfield man, them are the yard man, them would I tell you, say that's the only ghetto them know tough from uptown. But anyway, people not care where you come from, it no matter. Them things they no matter. We not preach badness around here. And that's the thing now what I like with Chronixx. Him not push badness, him not chuck badness. The man push a positive message. You see me? This track, I'm implore the elders, and other who are not necessarily familiar with Chronixx, we go listen Chronixx, Seeing, listen even a track like this, which is something where it name another youth, where I know majority of the elders I know probably wouldn't even listen to this. But if you listen, just take some time and listen it in detail, listen every word, you realize that youth I come from a different meditation than the average. You see me? Because the messages in each line of this track, it go far beyond what a lot of people are talking about, a lot of other artists are talking about. You get me? Him have a part in the song where him say, he might mention something about military state and he must say, war is a big investment, but is it really in the youth's them interests? You see me? The man asks very pertinent questions, you know what I mean? He bring up stuff where he talk about black fathers that have passed away from the youths who are young, which kind of lead into the experiences where some of these youths have nowadays. They end up grow up to be, I guess a product or whatever of them environment. You understand? Him bring back references that talk about all the politicians them, get involved in the community and what them do. You know what I mean? He mentioned something about MPs. People grow up and turn MP and neglect them friend, and them friend in turn take up a MP5 or some model gun or whatever in rhyme style and scheme. Yo, trust me, this is like a really deep and powerful track if you're listening. Like the storytelling in the track itself, it gives you the visuals. And it might sound like me really passionate about it, even though some people might just say, oh, it's just another Chronixx track. But I respect the youth, I respect Chronixx. A whole heap of people got bash him because him not immediately available to them and them can't get to do with him what them would have liked to do, right? Like some promoters because them not have access to Chronixx, them feel a certain type of way. But yo, a whole heap of things him say. Him also mention a thing where him say, yo, get a youth for quit the blame game. Basically, I blame green and are being orange or being red, which are being green, that is Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, are being orange or red, whatever, which is the PNP, the People's National Party, for you not rising above the average, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we grew past them thing there now. You know, when them say them something, and when him say them thing there, a whole heap of people might feel some type of way about it, but it's the truth. You get where me I come from? It's the truth. And we need for internalize and accept these things as the truth. I know say yeah, we need to do better as a people. And this is what a track like this, the light where it shed. You know what I mean? Him say the next thing, him say, open your eyes and observe, no? It might serve something like it might serve you're right. For open your eyes and observe. If me now misquote the thing, I'll look away. But you know what I'm saying? It was a really deep track, you know. Open your eyes and observe. Now it might serve you well. That him did say exactly, you know. But that is just my 2 cents. I really love the track. And then how it's done again. There are certain parts of the track where if you're an avid dancer listener, you notice that in the track, in the instrumental, in its production, it have connotations of previous dancehall rhythms. Me pick up that. You see me? And things like that, I love because my sister, the artist, him not try to throw a stone behind him. He might try to pay it forward and give tribute to the past. Yeah, you know, enough respect, enough respect. You know, and Oliver, like me say, yo, you know, I'm going to say it here on this platform. I'm going to say it here on this platform. People, Virgin Oliver, yo, rate and respect him beyond words because honestly, sometimes I feel like him not really know how powerful of an influence him is in a sense. Some of the tracks them where him choose for are bring to our attention, right? Sometimes things reflect the type of person that you are, right? And may I tell you, sir, some of the times, but probably wouldn't even look to a track like this unless you brought it to my attention. So in that sense, I know I've said this to you before that, yo, bro, you could probably be an A&R. You know what I mean? Probably, no, real talk. Because you have a specific sense or ear for certain types of music. You understand? Right. And we really appreciate that. So we just want to say it here so people them know say, yo, man now got brand new. We just tell the man.
No, thanks.
And I give the man him and I give the man him flowers while him there. You know? Yeah, real talk.
We definitely appreciate it. The people who don't know a long time we know the eye, so a long time we know one another. But now I have a tell how much years. We have so much years. But then one of them will be like, yo, y'all was that y'all knew each other from the sandbox? And then like after said, nah, it's after the sandbox. They'll be like, damn, bro. How old are you guys? But anyway, oh man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate doing the show every week with you guys, man. Because every time when I pick out something where me see, now, you say a thing and you really went through track for track. And actually, line for line, sorry. I'm glad you did. Because when me listen to the record, I listen to it about 4 or 5 times today. And the first 2 or 3 times, I didn't catch everything. I actually went and look up the lyrics because the song is so smooth and groovy.
Yes.
It will cause you to not pay attention to the lyrics. And his rhyme scheme is so well. If you notice, the record started out with a hook.
Yeah.
And ended with a hook.
Yes.
There was no hook in the middle.
Right.
It was just a long verse, 2 verses. But I guess there was a small bridge, but no hook.
Yeah.
In the middle. And the line you brought up about the cycle, he spoke about a cycle in the second verse.
Yeah.
Father pass away while baby on mama's breast.
Yeah.
Turn around, they're getting big now in the streets. They're doing their own thing now.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I don't know if he was trying to say like the MP was the father's friend.
Yeah.
Where used to give the father work to do. Now him turn around, come and I give your youth now work for go do again.
Right.
And the same youth go out now and cycle repeat itself.
Yeah.
Leave mama cry again. So it's a very deep record. And like I said, I think sometimes in local Jamaica, they like him, but sometimes I think with the promoters and some producers, they deal with him away, our industry people. They say certain things because he's not as accessible.
Yes.
But I wasn't around during Bob Marley time. But I think it's similar. Bob Marley was not accessible to the media either. And his reason was media is a media. Media turn around everything and do what they want to do with it, right? And I think it's Chronixx just trying to keep the music clean, keep his energy clean. And I think he moves off energy and vibes.
Yeah.
And if you come around him and him feel a certain way, he probably won't do the record or he won't even do the show. I don't even think you can pay him to do the show if he don't feel the energy. That's my assessment, I see. Right. I could be wrong. Right. But this record is a powerful record. Is it going to be a big? No, that's not Reggae's platform here. But that's fine. I think we're starting to accept that. We don't have to be the biggest pop record. We're not pop. But this is the music of the people. And this is the music of the man upstairs. Whether people want to believe that or not. It's the truth. It's the closest thing other than Christian music, right? And monks chanting in a temple. Yeah. This is the closest thing to the Creator. Yeah. So
Chronixx in the same track in the verse somewhere it says something like, "Come see what the system did out here where the youth them live. Yeah. So many graves I've seen them dig. Another youth gone 6'6". Another youth.
It ends wicked.
Deep. You see me? Deep. Deep. And like I said, many might not appreciate it, but
big up Chronixx, yo. Keep pushing.
Yeah, coming from where we're all from, bro, this is deep. Not many. And then I'm gonna tell you again now. Rest in peace, Toots. Some of the same thing where Toots did that evening in a
last album.
Tough. Yeah. Got to be tough.
People go listen to the Toots. I notice that the review them very low on Toots.
Yeah.
What we do? The review at Toots.
Yes.
It's very low. Go listen. If you don't even listen to us, go listen to the album. I'm telling you, at 70-something years old, this man was dropping gems, man.
You won't be disappointed because in the same track, Got to Be Tough. If you went through it line for line, you say, yo, hold on there. I sent you at year old man, I drop better lines than the young.
Yeah. But because we're so trained to think older people can't be famous or popular anymore.
Yeah.
Music is music. A time for we shed them foolishness there. The song sound good, it sound good. And to me, that Toots record, I think if a younger artist did that, you'd be surprised if Chronixx or Protege, they Got to Be Tough. How big that record probably would be.
Maybe in the future somebody going to do it over because I feel it potent.
Yeah. But, yeah, man. So, we can move to the next one now.
Definitely.